What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking to Air Jordan 1 Low, Rookie of the Year. So stay tuned.
Doesn't make sense. I don't really know. Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, you all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I make content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, we're talking to Air Jordan 1 Low, Rookie of the Year. Alright, man, we're going to be keeping things very simple over today. We're going to be answering the basic old question. Are they drip or skip? Let's just keep it there. Alright, so first things first, these are released April 18th. To the best of my knowledge, coming in at a retail price of $140, right? Okay, and of course, you know the kid glanced at the resale price, and right now look like they're averaging roughly about $180 and up, depending on the size, right? Okay, now if I got the pricing wrong, forgive the kid, right? Okay, but this is a shoe that if you feel like you've seen it before, of course we have the highs, which I do have these guys right here. Again, forgive me on the pricing because I could be slightly off. But yeah, here are the highs right here. Now, there's some major difference between the highs and the lows, and I'm going to tell you why I obviously prefer the highs over the lows, right? Okay. Obviously, the attention to detail here is the lows is something they really can't do, or maybe they could have did some changes here, but the wings are loose right here. Normally, sometimes you see the Jordan brand, they'll have these joints actually sewed down on the shoe, but this time they're actually like loose, and I'm more so probably doing a review before I know it on the actual highs, but I'm just doing a slight comparison of why, you know, the difference here. Same shoe, but low, but at the same time, there's subtle differences here. Now, another thing that I've noticed compared to the highs versus the lows is that the highs came with an extra set of shoestring laces, which were red, which is obviously my favorite color. Now, back in the day when I first got these, and these dropped back, what, 2018 to the best of my knowledge? I used to do one red lace and one black lace, but then I ultimately just decided to go all black. But that's some of the subtle changes that I've noticed. And of course, the writing right here and the Rookie of the Year on this joint right here, they have all the details in this joint actually when it is. So 1984 through 1985, Rookie of the Year, 2,313 points, and then, you know, they got his pretty much things on here, and they got quotes on here for this joint right here. So this one, I feel like the high, it brings more details, but now we got the lows, which I think a lot of people have been showing out for the lows lately, right? Okay, especially with, this is a perfect time to drop. If you're gonna drop a low, I feel like why not? Because it's spring going into summertime, and to be honest, with it starting to warm up, even though technically it's been a lot of rain in my area and it's still kind of cold, but eventually I have a feeling it will warm up, and Nike's trying to prepare for the future. And again, this is probably one of those easy, like, quote unquote cash grabs, if you ask me, in my opinion, where it's like, yo, the high Rookie of the Years did a tremendous job. Let's do it in the low, and it's gonna work. However, again, those are subtle differences that I brought up. No extra shoestring laces, pretty much no extra detail on the shoe, but it's still a super duper fire shoe. I can see this easily being like a super duper, like, everyday wear sneaker, low key, like that grab and go that you want to keep by the door, right? Okay, everybody kind of have those pairs of sneakers, except probably for me. Granted, I do have some grab and go sneakers by the door, but it's usually like a quick errand here and there and back, right? Okay, but if it's one of those, like, you gotta go but you can't be in slides, you want to be in some sneakers, I can see this being that shoe, and I'm talking the lows here specifically. Overall, dope shoe, and I don't hate it. I feel like if you do, and I know what some people say, like, if you like the highs, you should like the lows. In my world of the sneaker community, it don't work that way for me personally, right? Okay, like, if I got the highs, sometimes I feel like I don't need the lows, but then sometimes, if it's just done right, maybe I do. So sometimes it's kind of one of those, it's a hit or miss for me is what I'm trying to get at. So overall, with that being said, for the lows, these will be a skip for the kid. Not a bad shoe, obviously. Super dope concept. I understand the theme, I understand the details, but I just prefer the highs much better. So these will be a skip for the kid. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section, and will you be going after these on April 18th, retailing at $185? And of course, let me know if you think they're drip or skip. All right, man, I'm going to get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.